Yikes. Ah, okay. Only is she a hazard? The floor is also a hazard. How did I manage to dodge that? What? Ah, fuck. Okay, when I say I understand, I mean I understand in a vague sense because I don't really remember the specific meaning of meme. Specific old meaning of meme. Like I have a vague idea of what it means. Like a gut feeling of what it means. Okay. Ah, fuck. I didn't see that one. Goblins have a culture, but it's not very civil in the eyes of most. Wait, jeez. In the eyes of most. Sorry, I lost my place in the sentence. Of most races, especially since they can't understand the goblin language, but goblin culture is heavily built off of them being hunted, killed, and surviving, and not much more because anything more usually dies with the species. There aren't the great literary works of goblins because spending time on writing is time getting killed. Getting hunted for their lack of culture, while their, quote, lack of culture, unquote, has turned into what defines them. It's information of any kind, such as cultural, behavioral, survival, etc., that is passed down on generation, non-genetically, sorry. Think if DNA is a genetic information, then meme is non-genetic information. Cultural, behavioral, survival, etc., that is passed down non-genetically. By word of mouth? Is that the phrase? I can't remember if that's the correct phrase. The signs on the floor are very misleading. Sometimes. Sometimes they're misleading. Sometimes they actually like... Help me figure out. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Machi, Machi. No, okay. And there we go. Nice. Not just word of mouth, but through text, images, video, or just any piece of media that can pass on information. That's how the word evolved into what it is today. Into what it is today. Alright. Alright, I think I understand it now. Although in the case of these goblins, it must be mostly word of mouth, because I don't know if they have a lot of time to write. Or do they? Do they have enough time to create art? What's the letter for? It's... Oh, stop it, you tease. You know I can't do fire when the shields are up. I'm sure you catch it nicely, though. Let's find a working furnace and Mommy will cook you properly. Listen, these ghosts are lesbians. You can't deny that. I'm sorry you've been thrown into the spit with us, but I've been running the tunnels for 20 years by now, and I can tell you've got talent for this job. Does the talent involve romancing them? Basically, they're seen as monsters, so they can't grow, and so they can't be anything but monsters. The meme of them being monsters became a meme for themselves. They started viewing them as monsters, so the goblins have to start working and living as monsters. Scrounging, fighting, surviving. So now I'm curious. Ancient goblin civilization. What was that like? Smora, low to shocker. Again, because she's pissed. When goblins die, it's just seen as taking out trash, but when goblins take revenge, it's seen as them being monsters. And people who have empathy for the goblins see them as... They're not really monsters, they're just trying to survive. They attack and kill because that's the only way they can survive. And defend themselves. It's a very hypocritical opinion. Jesus Christ. I need these girlies to chill the fuck out. Yeah, no, the range is still big on that one. Placing a trap right here, that is just diabolical, man. Too close for comfort. Boy howdy. Tiny glimpse of goblin civilization. Thousands of years ago, trying to read a bit by bit is very hazardous. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yes. Thousands of years ago, with the last and only Goblin King who united Goblinkind and gave them a home, they could prosper until he, for some reason, went on a rampage that took out a good chunk of the continent until he was killed. Alright, my guess is that's why they started seeing them as monsters. That's my alarm. They were seen as monsters before this. Good lord. So he went mad in a way of... So he went mad and decided, you know what, if they keep calling us monsters, let's fucking become monsters. Fuck it. Fuck it all to hell. Kill. Die. We don't know why he went mad. That's my guess, at least. If their opinion of us is never going to change, then let's give them an actual reason. Let's give them a reason to fear us. Almost. Ah, fuck off. Goblin ears are used as alchemy ingredients, so a lot of people hunt them for their ears, sometimes not even killing them. Right, googly moogly. Is somebody trying to find a substitute to that? Is somebody that has found some empathy towards goblins trying to find a substitute for that ingredient? Excuse me. No. Cool. Wait. Damn it. They're just fucked, aren't they? Does she just follow right behind me everywhere I go? Or does she just have a... I already forgot her name. Zonia? I want to say her name is Zonia. Zonia apparently just follows closely behind me at all times. That's solid information to have. Hard to get used to that spread. Man. We don't know what goblin ears are used for in the book, but considering how cheap their quest is and how often it's taken, it seems to be an important ingredient for something. Has somebody tried to farm goblin ears? Like, goblin husbandry. So that they can gather their ears in a much easier way than just hunting them. Knowing that would probably just be a massive calling card to every other goblin to go beat the shit out of them, though, so... Don't stand so close to them. One of the goblins we know in the story is literally named No Ears. Goblins have very simple names. When was he named that? Or do their names change through time? When was he called No Ears? When did this goblin lose its ears? Why am I carrying 2 cases of gel? Nope. No, no, no. Being inside the circle is instant death. Okay. I was gonna ask, how did he get that legal name? And then I remember they probably don't have legal names. They don't have a governing body that keeps track of names. It's farming goblins would probably be like us trying to farm honey badgers. Noted. Oh man, it's been a while since I saw a bot. Beepity boop. Speckled epidemiologist. What the heck is an epidemiologist? Too much of a hassle for very little return. I'm sure that the thought at least crossed somebody's mind. Impatience. It's fucking wild to me how I managed to breeze these on my off time, and now I'm having so much trouble with them. It's weird. How practice can go so down with only one day in them. Epidemiologist, health professional who studies diseases. Ironic, seeing as bots can kind of be seen as an epidemic. But or at the very least seen as pests. Me to grab either of those things, that's hunky-dory. Gear. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. When I say company requests are cheap, I mean it. One copper piece. Do they consider it so easy to hunt for goblins? Or do they take multiple quests, like Alright, here's a cheap one for goblin ears, and a difficult one for different things from goblins. Because I can't imagine somebody trying to make a life out of just harvesting goblin ears. More like a side hustle. More like a quest on the back burner. Something easy to try. Something easy to do while you're doing harder quests. Goblins are the size of children and weaker than the average human. Cool, demonizing child-shaped people. Fantastic. It's all your fault, you worthless piece of shit. You are the only the second most annoying idiot I know. It's again, both of you. I'm changing my mind. You're both equally infuriating. The only danger is when they're in a large tribe, strong tribe, with the hobgoblins, shamans, or smart tribes. Power in numbers. Stay away from the lower levels, pup. Shields barely do anything down there. Leave that stuff to the veterans. And now we're introduced to large batteries, which require a small battery to get created. Which is a massive so but in this case, having a battery in hand is the appropriate strategy. Compared to previously of carrying around a can of coolant. A case of coolant. That's a better way of calling it. It's they think of them so little that they're relegated to minor quests objectives. And the fact that they're gamified in the shape of quests like that is doubly worse. I've said this, but most goblins don't tend to live past 5 or 6. 2 questions. 1. Did their life expectancy grow lower because of constant hunting, or was it always like that? And 2, I forgot the word I'm trying to use. Body and mind development of a goblin. How much do they develop in 5 to 6 years? Hey, dodge that somehow. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. Oof. 3 kids. First one. Most tend to die young because they're hunted to the point we generally don't know how old goblins can get naturally. Oh boy. How old are shamans? In that case. Oh hey, Nikita is actually starting to like us. She's actually bending down for the kiss this time. Neat. And she gets cakes. She's supposed to be the deadliest ghost in the sector. What a joke. Ready to kiss? Second, goblins become sexually mature and become adults at 3. That is so very sad. More than half of their lifetime without reaching adulthood. That is so fucking sad. Sexually mature on 1 and become fully adults at 3. Okay, that's slightly more confusing. Error, she really doesn't want to kiss me. You think this is funny, do you? I'm trying to kill you, didn't you notice that? Why are you always like this? Why can't you just take things seriously for once? You know what? I give up. If this is all just a joke, I might at least be the last one laughing. She's gonna kill us! Hey, I heard you actually volunteered for the tunnels, is that true?